Hello, holistic heroes, and welcome to Weekly Dose of Woo, where we do the woo so that you don't have to. So, this week is a lot of fun. We actually have a new moon in January, and it's during Aquarius season. And this is something that is really hard for people to talk about because everyone thinks that I'm fine. It's fine. Nothing's wrong. Liar. You are lying to yourself. Aquarius season, Aquarius energy is notorious for overthinking, for ruminating, for picking apart at your life until it cock blocks your own potential of manifesting. Overthinking is the thief of abundance. And so a lot of people overthink. Most people like to overthink on a very regular basis. I am one of those people. We all are. It's no shame, but you got to fix it. And so a big thing about this time of year is figuring out why you overthink, what you overthink about, where it's rooted, and what comes with that. So it's like, where did this overthinking start about this specific topic, and how does it make me feel? Because sometimes we overthink about our regrets or our worries. Other times, there are people I know who obsess about their accomplishments because they never feel like they're good enough. So you may think, oh, but that's accomplishments. That's really positive. If you are obsessing about it like a serial killer, it's not healthy, whether it's a positive thing or not. And so it's being aware of these things. So one of the things in the exercise and then in the workbook that goes with this for the people who show up live, because that is an option. You can show up every Thursday at 11 a.m. Central to this Zoom, and the link is all across social media. And you can get access to the workbook that comes with each week. We have a different one. This week, it's all about overthinking and info dumping. And so when you think about this, think about one thing, because if you think about everything, again, you're just going to start overthinking this process. So think about one thing. Oh, I overthink about my regrets or my worries. Let's be honest. We've all tried to fall asleep and then was like, I made a mistake in third grade. Now I'm going to obsess about that for a few hours before I sleep, just rob myself of any kind of sanity for the day. And so you're just being aware of those types of things. And it's like, where did the overthinking start for that specific? Where did overthinking start? Not when you were in third grade, but where did it start? You overthinking about perceived mistakes? Where did overthinking and obsessing about your accomplishments, and your accomplishments can be rooted in productivity? I call it the Rudolph. Rudolph the Red-Nosed Ranger was only allowed to be different and unique if he was productive, because he was teased before he was productive. And don't get me wrong, I love the story and I love Christmas and I love holiday stories. But if you obsess about your accomplishments and therefore your productivity, and therefore I am not enough unless I am doing more, that's a problem. So you got to look at that. You have to be aware of that. You have to really look at yourself. And it's gentle curiosity. And this is not meant to add more to your plate. It's just like, oh, I see that. Okay, great. So as you're doing this, just be aware of where these thoughts are coming from. I have a client who it's a couple and they're having a baby in the next month. So she is ready to pop. And you want to know what they're obsessing about? You want to know what the new obsession is, everybody? What kind of parent they're going to be? Valid. It's coming up. When we have a new project coming up, oh my God, did I do everything? Did I do enough? Is this going to get investors? We ruminate on those things, but then you have to think, in a lot of people, where this comes from is not feeling like they are enough, not feeling like they deserve, not feeling like they are worthy. These are things that come up. So that's where a lot of it is rooted, but not everything. So be open to what it is. So pick something. Here's your exercise. Pick something, anything that you ruminate about. I'm sure there are several. There's a giant buffet of things you can pick from that you're neurotic about. Pick one, figure out where it came from, figure out how you feel about that, and figure out what the message is for you. And a lot of times it's, I am not enough, I am not worthy, I do not deserve. And then shift it. Look at things from a very emotional and factual way, that it's like, yes, I do deserve this because, and some things we deserve just because they are innately human. Like, I deserve to breathe because I have a human body and I have lungs, and therefore I deserve air. It's not like, oh, I deserve air because I worked. 7 hours that day or whatever. So just be very gentle with yourself moving forward with this. Overthinking cock blocks your happiness and cock blocks your ability to grow and thrive and manifest your dreams. And so be aware of it, find it, battle it, fill it with a stick, and then go forth and live your best life. Be the hero of your own story. And I will see you next week on Weekly Dose of Woo every Thursday at 11 a.m. Central.